Hi guys, showed you I picked this little radio control car up in a charity shop. It was 4 cars for £1. So I bought 3 other cars and this one. Aston Martin DB8, scale 143, Rastar group, made for Tesco's stores. And when we tried it, we get forwards and backwards, but no steering. So I said we'd take it apart and have a look inside. Turn that off again. I'm pretty sure this is one that has magnets for steering, a couple of coils and a magnet on the steering yoke. And very fine wires, the sort of thin wires you get on those solar wobblers, sort of hair thin wires. And that's what I'm expecting to be the problem. But I could be wrong. Yeah, well there we go. Oh well. I think you might be able to see what the problem is there. Or you might not, I suppose. Have you spotted the problem yet? The magnet is missing. So we got the coils of wire, but there's no magnet in that little white yoke there. Somebody's pinched it. It's not hiding underneath anywhere. Well, that's a bit petty. Well, I wonder what sort of size magnet it needs. Because I happen to have some actually on the tripod here. That one looks a bit too small. Yeah, it's a bit too small. But if I operate the remote, you'll probably see it moving. So that's what our problem is. I didn't expect that. I need a bit of pointy wooden stick so I can try and move that about a bit. Oh, it's just vaguely possible I might be able to glue that neodymium magnet in there, and if it holds itself in place well enough, we'll have steering. Well, that really is a surprise. I did not expect somebody to have pinched the magnet. I mean, if it had just fallen out, I'd expect it to still be in bodywork somewhere, but that looks like somebody's deliberately levered it out. I've got some much bigger ones here. I think they will be too big. I don't think we've got enough space for that. also put it in the wrong way round. It's going right when it should be going left. Okay. Well, because that popped out, I've no idea which way it was. Oh, come on, Grandad. Well, that might work. So I think that's bigger than it should be. I think we're a bit limited on the steering now. Because it's too big, it can't travel far enough. But I'll put it on the floor just so we can see whether it works. So forwards, backwards, right. So yeah, it works. But I really need to find a different size neodymium magnet for that. That one's it's too fat, so although the steering's working, it can't go far enough because the fat magnet's in the way. I don't know if that little one I used first might be a better option. Right, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing here. I've got the magnet there. I've checked I've got it the right way round. I'll try and put a little dot of hot glue on it and get it in there all in one go. It would help if that hot glue was nice and hot. I expect that will come loose. Also need to trim it a little bit because that's overlapped on the sides. Right, that failed. I'm going to have to take the steering apart and try and glue it separately. I suppose I could zoom in a bit so you can see the steering. Yes, my bit of hot glue didn't work very well there. That spring is the centra. Centra, is that a word? It returns the steering back to the center position. And you can see the two coils there, and then that white bit underneath, that's the center adjustment that you can turn to adjust your middle position. Right, so I'm going to have to try and get some hot glue in there. No, you can't see with my big fat fingers in the way. Sorry about that. I expect 2-part resin would probably be a better fix. Right, see if we can get that back together. To zoom out a bit, I don't think you'll be able to see one enough. Out, I said. Okay. Nothing moving. I've got something jammed in there. What have I got jammed? Probably hot glue sticking underneath or something. So everything looks right. Seems stiff. I've over tightened it. Still not much in the way of steering though. Get my hand out of the way so you can see. I suspect that magnet's not strong enough. We certainly haven't got much in the way of steering, have we? Yeah. Well, that's a temporary fix. It's not the right magnet, so it's not going to do the job quite right. But at least we can see how the steering works. I took it apart again and put that bigger magnet back in there. It may not be able to turn very far, but it's more positive in its action. So I'll leave that one in there. Well, we have got steering. That's with the bigger magnet. Although it seems to prefer going right to left. I haven't got very much left. Running the battery down pretty quickly as well. Still, I'll claim it as a success because we have got the steering back and we've had a look at the steering in close, up close, but I'd have to order exactly the right thickness and diameter lipo battery, got lipo battery on the brain, neodymium magnet to fit that so we get the full range of steering. Or I just use it for parts, which to be honest, I think I might be using it for parts. I rather fancy using one of those to do a little indoor aeroplane.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.